Hey,
Hi,
so what is this place?
this is the nuclear medicine lab at Sturt Uni.
So what would you be studying then?
So I'm studying a Bachelor of Medical Radiation Science with a specialisation in nuclear medicine. Can I get you to straighten your legs, please?
What are you doing now?
So we're just running through a simulation of a knee scan with Jess here.
Can we watch?
Sure.
So what is this machine?
So this is a gamma camera. We use it to image our patients. I'm just going to bring the camera in over your knees. It will come quite close. It won't touch, okay?
How long does the course go for?
So it's a 4-year course. We have 3 years here on campus and then 1 year of practical in a hospital.
So in your clinical placements, would you be doing this kind of activity but in a hospital setting?
Yeah, so we'd be working with real patients and we'd also be working in the hospital hot lab.
Interesting. So have you done any clinical placements yet?
I have. I've done 2 placements in Sydney, one in Concord and one at Royal North Shore. Nice and still while we image, please.
What are you doing now?
So we're just acquiring the scan of Jess's knees. Usually we leave the room for a few minutes while we acquire the image.
So why did you pick the course?
So I picked the course because I really love the intersection between patient care, science and technology. So you can actually see over here, we've got another gamma camera that we've taken apart. It's a little bit of an old camera, but it means that we were able to separate it into its various components and study them.
So can you explain this machine to us a little more?
So this one here is a photomultiplier array. It's what we use to amplify the signal from the patient because we have to give them a very low dose of radiation and we need to improve the signal.
Wait, so you actually dose up and inject radiation into a patient?
That's correct. Jess can explain more of that to you.
So what are you doing in here?
I'm just about to prepare a radioactive dose, also known as a radiopharmaceutical.
Sorry, can you dumb that down a little bit for me? What do you mean?
Okay, so the radiopharmaceutical is a part of radiation and a pharmaceutical, which is essentially a drug.
So when conducting, say, a bone scan, would you have this radiation injected into you?
Yeah, so normally we inject about 3 hours before the image is taken.
And what year do you learn this?
So this is radiopharmacy and we learn this in 3rd year.
So radiography and nuclear medicine are completely different things.
Yeah, so in X-rays, the radiation is produced from the detector. But in nuclear medicine, the radiation is produced from the patient, from the radiation that we inject.
I really want to see what the image looks like from the gamma scan.
Yeah, it's really different to an X-ray. You can see on this computer over here.
Is this an image simulating Jess's knee?
That's correct.
Can you explain it a little bit to me?
So we can see on Jess's left knee here that there's been an increased uptake of the radio tracer, and matching that with her history would say that she has an infection of the bone there.
Interesting. And is that because it's darker?
That's correct.
So you wouldn't be able to see this kind of result from an X-ray?
No, you wouldn't. So with an X-ray, you'd be looking more at the structure. With this, we're looking at the physiology and the function.
Interesting. So Jess, what's your favourite thing about the course?
So I really like the patient interaction and also learning about the function of the body.
Well, it looks like you guys have got your hands full. We'll show ourselves out. Bye.